Well, it's always a popular day. Throws her first pitch in the next half inning. This is chopped to first. Nice snare on an in-between hop by DeBoer. And that's how game two gets started.
And joined by a new left fielder for this second game of the day, Charity Siva-Atasi.
Chopped, and that's off of the glove of Peshik. And so that will be a base runner for...
Great looks out of Morgan Reimer in the circle.
And she issues only her 16th walk of the season and for her career, for that matter, in this, not just in this game, but in the doubleheader. And this might be two to second. That's one. Too late. Just ball hit too softly, but they do get the runner going to second. That'll put them at the corners for big
work and get out of this two-out jam.
Runner goes, and they do have a play on when Washington snuffs it out. They've got Stripling caught up, and that will end the inning. And that was perfectly executed by the Huskies.
Staff.
Glab trying to battle that strike three call right at the knees. And there's a strikeout to start the game for tapped, back to Harrison, and there are two quick outs. And this is how they prefer to face runs. Struck her out. A dominant inning by Harrison. He retires that really vaunted top three in the Huskies order and strikes out Glab and DeBoer. We got the band. It's a party here at Husky Softball Stadium. Greg Wong joined by Brooke Nelson. And this is a line drive. It's caught. Alvarez.
So, no better sight if you're a Hoekstra parent, being able to watch both your daughters in one place. Definitely save some money on some plane tickets.
That's a nice play in the circle for the second out. Reimer.
That they usually play.
Ripped left field and over the head of Siva-Atasi. And that's a double for the Scarlet Knights. It's their first extra base hit of the series. And Kraska got for the Huskies. 3-2. And she takes. And that's a nice at bat by Kelly. And now there's runners at first and second. One of the optimal situations for Rutgers if they can get it to Anderson. She's waiting her turn. Got her! Reimer gets out of the here in the doubleheader, a 9-0 win and 4.5 innings in game one. And there's a base hit to right field for Flores. First hit of game two for the Huskies. And here's Siva-Atasi. And she bunts. Snow coned, and they throw to second, and that is way too late. Osborne didn't really have a chance, especially this. I'll wait for this pitch. 1-2 the count. That's chopped weakly to first. This is going to be a productive out. It'll get both runners to second and third. Alvarez has only struck out 5 times this year. Durst a 2-run double in the last game. Bounces it towards the hole. Base hit left field. 1-0 Washington. Siva-Atasi will be held at third. Well, how smoked that ball. Oh, Harrison trying to limit the damage here in the bottom of the second. Keep Scarlet Knights close. There goes Durst. They will throw down, and she steals it. Holding at third, Siva-Atasi. Right side, nice job on a backhand. But this throw is way wide. I'm not sure she would have had a chance anyway. Siva-Atasi is in, and now the Huskies get a 3-1. Another run comes in. It's 3-0 Washington, a run down, and they tag out Peshik at second base. But the Huskies pull one out of their hat.
Both sides.
Off of Harrison's mitt. And that'll trickle into left. Another runner on. Bubke reaches.
The circle.
There she goes. And it's another steal. Second of the inning. And that gives Jaden Glad a pretty good RBI opportunity.
Probably to help her be safe.
Base hit right field. That falls. And here comes Bubke. She will score. And the Huskies take another extra bag. It's 4-0 Washington. And they have been dominating the base paths. I don't know if it's something that you do every game, but if you notice something in the defense or the way that they're playing that you really want to step on the gas. This is to the backstop. And Glab to third. Did. That's going to turn some heads. And obviously, Washington had Carroll's full attention. Nice play to win the inning. Briggs on the short hop puts it away. But this season, they had one game against Oregon postponed. That is caught. Sevatasi with an unbelievable catch in the corner. Slowly hit. Reimer makes the play.
Loving these defensive plays out. When we talk about some talent, we're joined with L.A. Matthews at the plate.
Go, Jay.
To second.
There we go.
And that'll end the inning. Matthews set down and she retires that really important part of the Rutgers.
That's where I might cut you off.
Okay, all right. I got to know my limits. Blasted into dead center field. Just a laser that's off the wall. Anderson can't get it, and then it bounces away from her. It's another extra base hit.
The way she is in the box and the way she carries herself and leads her team.
Briggs falls down and throws it away. Here comes DeBoer, and it's another run for the Huskies. It comes off a Rutgers mistake. And Flores to second. But right now it is gusting pretty well. She might have gotten a piece, but either way, Kelly.
Playing 5 years at the University of Washington, some familiar faces in that freshman class through some of their recruiting visits, their official visits, and just sometimes seeing them at camps when I would work camps. So fun to see some familiar faces and watch them grow and blossom as they
and now you're seeing it from the other side, watching these players take that journey. Little fish shot, base hit left field. They are going to wave home the runner, and she will score in another ball that gets away and allows a second run to score. So that got past Kelly, the catcher, and that's at least 4 or 5. Remember how to teach some of this again. Struck her out, got her with a riser, and Peshek is gone, and that'll bring up Jade Bubke. Down on Jade Bubke with Durst taking her lead. Grounded to third. Osborne stays with it and fires a strike to first to retire the side. Through 3, another that a priority.
And one of those local talents being, like you said, Gabby Tony over at short. The way she moves and plays and takes a first step on some of these balls reminds me of one of the great Sis Bates over at short.
Bird has just been able to really grow, and especially defensively, she has put together a strong season. Speaking of strong seasons, Morgan Reimer is back on cruise control.
In the parks in action.
It's another 1-2-3 inning for Morgan Reimer, and still just the 1 hit allowed through work. Again, they're just trying to make sure that this game keeps going. Ingold delivers, and that's a little low. So 7-0. We're not in the. She's having a great season, but she's a catcher and she's batting leadoff. Which is also to a rarity. Bunted. This is going to be a tough play. No shot. And then Glab is going to go all the way around the third. She never stopped. Offensively, the rotation for Rutgers on that bunt, but that is another situation where Washington takes advantage on the bases. And another one to the tally. Carroll takes second on a steal. That is her 5th of the year.
It's typically their responsibility to get back and cover. Sometimes you can.
Into the gap and off the wall. Another 2 runs are in. This is played nicely to hold the board to a single. But 2 more for the Huskies. It's 9-0 Dogs, and Alexis DeBoer, she has just missed a home run about 3 different times today. And there was another one that almost went into the right center field bleachers.
Yeah, good things. Obviously, the great Oklahoma, who produces quite the hitting arsenal.
Hold to left. This one really mashed and gone. Double digits on the board, and Flores knocks one out. It has been one of the day, and there was not much doubt about that. 11-0 Huskies. Flores with the home run. It's like she was back in Norman, Oklahoma, the way she swung that bat.
I see another local kid we talked about, an Auburn, Washington product. She actually developed an early relationship with head coach Heather Tarr, playing on her 14U Team Seattle team.
There's a strikeout. Tassi. Center field looks like this is going to stay in the yard for Anderson. And there are 2 away.
Just missed that by Alvarez. Sky high, fly ball.
On the hand, I think.
She's moving too good for that to be the hand. That looked like some thigh.
Yeah, I think it just missed the hand and it got her on the thigh. Grown up admiring and going to a lot of games. Nice snare, but it doesn't look like Hoekstra's going to have any play. It's going to be an infield single. And so Tony is aboard. Now to put runners.
To continue to grow the game and just inspire the next generation of young softballers.
Yeah, I know we're well into the year, but the third and off the glove of Osborne. Everybody's safe. Just the type of day it's been. Rain, that's enough said. Full stop. Base hit left field. Winkler joins the hit parade today. A dozen on the board for Washington. And there are a lot of smiles.
Synchronized clap going on, Greg.
It is party on the field and the dugout and party in the stands. Probably not so much on the Rutgers side. Just a tough day overall for the Scarlet Knights. They do strand the bases loaded here, but not before another 5 on the board for the Huskies, and Rutgers with one.
We talked about the beginning of the game.
Well, jam shot caught it first for the first out.
Talked about the beginning of the game. Same infield herself. We talk about the hot corner over at third where Giselle Alvarez is, but that hot corner of the third base coaching box.
You got to be quick. You got to be fleet of foot if you're going to be in the third base coaching box. There's a strikeout.
Immensely in this offseason leading up to the season is the work that the bullpen is doing.
Got her looking. Exclamation mark on just pure Husky brilliance today. Washington.